Hello everyone, I hope you guys are doing well. As you know, we are in Arequipa right now. This is called the White City or the City of Volcanoes. We're so excited to be here. We're in a beautiful terrace with a nice view, just a few meters from the main square, from the cathedral of course, and with a view of these imponent volcanoes. As you know, because you already saw the title, we're gonna make a Sopa Criolla, Criolla soup, or however you want to call it. If you're new here, my name is Ricardo Rivera, and I'm here to show you how to make the best Peruvian food in really easy steps. If you haven't subscribed yet, I invite you to like this video, subscribe, and stay tuned because we're creating a lot of really nice content for you guys. There's nothing else to say, let's start making this right now. By the way, fun fact, this is one of the around 500 different kinds of soups made in Peru. Let's start with this right now. Let's get started. As I always say, it's good to start with a mise en place. We need to have everything ready. If we start chopping everything at last minute, things can get burned, it's gonna be a mess. First of all, we have our onion, we open it, break it in two, and we start cutting this in brunoise, with the right pronunciation, always. Chop it really thin, careful, not too fast, then hurry. We reserve it on a side, and we are gonna do something I've shown you before in the cutting technique video, which is the concasse in the tomato. We just take our tomato, in the bottom we make an egg and put it in boiling water for like no more than a minute. That's gonna make this easy to peel, and then we have to cut this in really small cubes. Then we need to have ready our ground meat, salt, pepper, and cumin, our condiments, oregano, mashed garlic, ají PANCA paste, which is the sun-dried red pepper. Of course, you've seen before. And if you don't know any of these ingredients, guys, I invite you right now to watch our video of San Pedro Market because it's really good. You can enjoy this so much, hopefully as much as I did. After this is honestly not much to do. We need some spaghetti, and this is called cabello de ángel, like angel's hair. It's like the really thin ones, thinner than regular spaghetti. And this is it. We don't really need much, but there's something that you need to do ahead, which is that beef stock. You need between 5 and 6 cups of beef stock. Maybe you can use any other stock, but it wouldn't be the same. I want to show you how is the real recipe. And we need 1 egg. I'll show you at the end what we're gonna do with it. Okay, so let's start right now. So the steps are really easy. Once we have everything ready, we're just gonna take a pot, a big one. Well, also depends for how people you're making this. Making a plate for like 4 or 5 people. But as I told you before, we're 1 person eating Peru, 3, 4, 5 people can fit. So that applies everywhere. First thing we have to do is take a pot, put a tiny bit of oil. We don't need much oil here, honestly, and put our onions chopped in brunoise, red onions. That's what I'm using here. So let it cook for a couple of minutes, and after that you're gonna add the mashed garlic. After we let it cook together for another couple of minutes in medium fire, it doesn't need to be that hot, we're gonna add our ground beef. But it doesn't need to be ground beef, it can be also chopped beef. Doesn't need to be also like the best quality of it, don't worry. After that we are gonna add our ají PANCA, which is our sun-dried red pepper paste, and also that tomato paste we have here. We're gonna let it cook for 1 or 2 minutes, okay? And after this, we can add our tomato chopped in concasse. We're gonna let it cook here for a moment. Just let it cook. The flavors need to mix there, and you're gonna have the purest flavor of the tomato there. Have the paste and the tomato in concasse. After this is been everything together for another couple of minutes, we're gonna add our beef stock. I already told you between 5 and 6 cups, or it can be more depending on the quantities, the amounts you're using of ingredients. So you're gonna let it boil. Let it boil once. Let it boil, let it boil. So after it's boiled once, you're gonna add some angel's hair. This is a really thin pasta, thinner than the regular spaghetti. And this is gonna add another texture to this. It's really good with this, honestly, it's really good. So mix it really well, mix the angel's hair really well, and just let it get cooked. So after the angel's hair are really well cooked, all you have to do is add some milk. Add milk to your taste. I'm gonna leave you here the video, the measures that I'm using, but you can use more or less, it's gonna be up to you. By the way, what I'm using is evaporated milk, and we always use evaporated milk here for everything. As easy as that. Well, it took a bit longer because we had to let it to boil, and we have this little electric stove, but it's gonna be faster for you at home probably. I know it looks quite weird to have a fried egg on top in a soup, but believe me, this is delicious. This is the classic way, but you can also poach the eggs, or you can just fry it the classical way. You choose. Maybe poached eggs would be a bit more normal for you guys, but believe me, this has no pair. You can compare this with anything else. And I'm using a toast here, but you can use croutons too. It's up to you, but well, let's try. Let's see how it is, because this looks really good. It's really good. I didn't add much milk. You can add more or less. Some other people add less milk, so the soup is a bit more red. But this is really good. This is really good. I really like it. By the way, this is a spoonful, 2-in-1. Yes, this is good. I hope you guys can make this at home, and it's gonna be perfect, ideal for a cold night. I'll see you soon. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this with your friends, with your family. I hope you like this content. We are working so much in many more things that we want to bring you very soon. And well, this is it. Until next time. Give me 1 second to make sure this is working good. Yes. Okay.